Hey, what is up, disc golfers? Today we're here at Bradford Disc Golf Course. We're playing the back nine, and we're going to be working on a tip that I learned from young Leon. I'll link his YouTube channel in the description below. He's from Austria. He throws 600 feet, and he gives really smart disc golf tips. So the tip that we're going to be working on is walking straight towards my line on every shot. So regardless of whether the shot shape is a hyzer, flat, anhyzer, I'm always going to walk straight at my line. That's number one. And number two, I'm gonna pretend there's a line on the ground. I'm gonna have my front heel on the line and my back toe on the line. If you're anything like me, I can only really focus on one thing at a time when it comes to fixing my form. If I try to do too many things at once, it's just a calamity. It just doesn't work. So we're gonna be just focusing on that one thing. And yeah, go subscribe to young Leon. The guy's an absolute beast, and he's coming out with crazy good backhand videos just absolutely out of nowhere. And he may be onto something. Swing. Skip. That's a pretty good first shot. Leon might be onto something. Hole 10 at Bradford is just 200 feet of pure double bogey waiting to happen. We got the orbital discs core. We just got to trust the form. See, I already caught myself wanting to go from right to left on this walk up. And what young Leon said, that's just going to cause you to have to walk this way, correct on the last step, and go straight, which is going to work for some people. But the whole point of what we're doing is to simplify it. So let's just walk straight up the line and ace it. Get in the hole. Leon, my friend, you may be onto something. And back when I was early on playing disc golf, making videos, I was taught that on an anhyzer throw, you should walk from right to left. On a hyzer throw, you should walk more straight. But it just doesn't fully make sense now that I'm a little more experienced. And when I hear other people, you know, that are a lot better than me saying to walk straight, it kind of just clarifies my original suspicions. If you go back, you'll even see on this channel, I've posted like tutorial videos on throwing in that fashion where you should kind of walk different ways to throw different ways. And I think Leon's right. I think that just overcomplicates stuff. Very happy with that backhand. That is not a backhand I execute well very often at all. Discraft, bring back the MRV. Just imagine if Discraft made a rock. That's the MRV. Great disc. Absolutely parked. There's definitely something to this. I feel like I'm relaxing a lot of different parts of my form right now. It feels very whippy, very kind of slingshotty. Just feels like I'm getting like as decent a brace as I can get right now. Feels like my arm is basically just being kind of ripped through all on its own with very little effort, and walking sort of straight into my line just feels like it's helping simplify everything. I'll have to really analyze the footage to see if I've got my right heel on the line and my left toe on the line, but it feels like that's what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna overanalyze it too much. I'm just gonna try to continue letting it feel good. Hole 12 definitely calls for more of a forehand. We'll go Elite Z Reaper. Should be parked. Might have aced it. That's probably really close to an ace. We'll try a backhand as well. Try a meteor. We'll try and hit our line here. I've never birdied this hole with a backhand, but I think I just did. That's 2 birdies. Now can we do it with the Alden Harris 130 gram F7? She needs height. Go. Oh, I flipped all the way over. It was still kind of cool though. All right, officially the best backhand of my life on this hole at least. Super happy with that. Things are definitely improving. We just need to keep riding this momentum and continue to practice and continue to work on it, because I really do feel like I'm getting somewhere. All right, guys, hole 13 at Bradford requires like kind of a little baby flex shot. I'm gonna aim right at this tree. So I'm gonna walk right at the tree, this darker tree of these two trees in the middle of the fairway. We're gonna go Elite Z Reaper, backhand flex, put on a little bit of flex, hopefully miss the tree, and then fade back at the end. Oh, split the uprights, missed the gap. But that'll be in the circle. Missed the line a little bit, but not super displeased with that. It missed my line for sure. Kind of hit between the uprights instead of going to the right of the tree. I feel like that had more to do with my understanding of the disc versus of actually how I threw it, but I'll know when I go back and watch the clip. That AVR is feeling so good. All right, hole 14 is basically the most classic Charlotte hole that I can think of. 300 feet, gap off the tee, absolutely dead straight. Go. A little bit short, but I think that circle's edge is pretty good. This hole is far from a guarantee, so it's always a nice one to get, especially with a backhand. Man, that AVR is working today. Let's go. Hole 15, another great Charlotte hole. About 260 feet. We gotta go straight through about 90% of the fairway. And then we just need a little tick of stability at the end to sort of swing us over to the left at the end. Same excess. I feel like I threw that really well. I just kind of misjudged the disc there. I think the Z plastic excess is a little bit more stable. So let's change absolutely nothing and try again. Yep, swing. Probably not quite stable enough for the hole, but just stable enough to get us, you know, putt for the birdie. Hole 16. This is probably one of the most iconic holes in Charlotte. It's just one of the most beautiful, picturesque fairways we have, probably even in the state of North Carolina. Really, really great hole, hole 16 here. The basket rests on this beautiful little elevated green here. And there's no hole that I want to ace in the city more than this hole here right now. And we're just going dead straight at the basket. Well, it's in the circle, kind of missed my line by a little bit. All right, hole 17. Not much of a backhand hole. Definitely just more of like a little straight forehand. That fades, it's parked. Yeah. Okay, that should be parked. That excess is so good. All right, hole 18 is definitely more of a forehand tee shot for me, but we've got this super flippy nuke here. I think if I just aim, my aim point can be like the top right corner of this orange tree. It should be flippy enough to turn, even if it's like kind of nose up. All right, as long as you can't see the disc anymore, it's a good tee shot on this hole. As long as you can kind of get over the hump of this hill, you're in range to get the birdie. Young Leon, amazing tip. I really like kind of the straight run-up approach, and I'm gonna continue to try to work on that. Also continuing to put my right heel and my left toe on the same line on every single shot. I think this will immensely help my consistency. And I threw a lot of shots that I was really proud of today. So again, we'll continue to hope to build on that, and definitely go subscribe to Leon's channel. I'll link it in the description below. You guys are watching Iceberg TV. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and take care.